There we go. Okay, so we've got that right knee up. For those of you who missed we've only been going for a few minutes here doing rib cage breaths. So just do about 10 rib cage breaths to the ground before you come here. We also did a few slow bridges. Right knee comes up to the chest. Yeah, press that thigh down, chin to the chest. Neck is completely relaxed. Feel the pressure in the right side of your torso here. Squeeze your elbows into your leg and into your body. And breathe deeply here. So again, we're transitioning to using a rib cage breath versus a belly breath. So rib cage breath here. In fact, this is really a good position to feel the rib cage move. Notice you're also beginning to open that right hip. Slide your left hand down to the top of the ankle. Grab it. Right hand comes to the inside of the right inner thigh. Press that right knee out to the side, opening that femur in the right hip joint, getting some more space there. Right hand comes next to the left. Keep that knee pressing out to the side. Bend your elbows to bring your heel up toward your belly button. Chin to the chest. Relax your upper back. Breathe here. Again, that rib cage breath. So you can either exhale through the nose or through the mouth. It's up to you. Okay, take the left arm, open it up to the side. Left palm is up. Make that arm really nice and relaxed. Now, yogi toe lock with the index finger wrapping around the big toe, or just take a hold of the ankle or the leg somewhere. Bring that right leg straight up to the ceiling. And then down to the right side. Now, if you want to take your left hand to the left hip bone to make sure it doesn't turn to the right, go for it. Now we've got a huge opening in the right inner thigh. Okay, listen up. Flex the right heel, release the right arm down to the ground. Release the left arm down to the ground. You're in a T position. Flex the right heel some more and make circles here. Now I want you to feel the right hip. And notice how the femur, the thigh bone, is rotating within the hip joint, right within that hip space. Using your inner thighs, using your hips. Okay, other direction. Keep breathing. Nice. Bend that right knee, take it back to the ceiling, straighten that right leg to the ground, hang out here, and I want you to compare the right leg and the right hip compared to the left side. Notice all that increase of blood flow, energy. Nice. Okay, feet come parallel. Left knee comes up. Grab hold of the top of your left shin, elbows to the sides, and press that thigh down. Now, as you press the thigh down, the chin is going to tend to go up to the ceiling, and that's going to compress the neck. So instead, tuck the chin down. Press, press, press as hard as you can, using those arm muscles. Now squeeze the elbows in toward your body. Press some more. Add rib cage breath. This is a really good place to feel rib cage breath because the rib cage presses into, for me, it's the left inner thigh. Notice how in the inhale, you're gathering up energy. And on your exhale, as you release that energy, the body softens and you can press that thigh down a little more deeply toward your body. Try it. Use the exhale to go deeper. All right, right hand slides down the leg till it comes to the top of the ankle. Grab it, pull that ankle toward the center of your body, press the knee out to the left side. Okay, starting for the left hip here, starting to feel it. Okay, now left hand comes next to the right, bend your elbows and start working that heel up toward your belly button, keeping the left knee out to the side. Okay, my shoulders were starting to go up to my ears and I felt that, so I let them release. So just feel your body while you're doing all this. Notice if there's parts of your body that are trying to get into the picture here that don't need to be. Shoulders are really good at doing that. Because when you work, the shoulders tend to kind of, clench and pick up. All right. Right arm out to the side, palm up. Left, either a yogi toe lock over the big toe with the index finger, or you can grab the ankle or anywhere on that left leg. Straighten that leg to the ceiling as straight as you can get it. And then slowly bring it down to the side. Of course, you can take your right hand to the hip bone just to make sure that stays put. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's the inner thigh. There it is. Now you can bend that left elbow a little bit if it's straight, just to keep the arm more relaxed. Giving a couple nice deep breaths to the left hip here. All right, ready to have some fun? Flex the left heel, release the left arm, release the right arm. You're in a T pose, chin to the chest. Deliberately relax the upper back and the shoulders. Flex the left heel some more. Get some little circles going, slow and controlled. Take your mind into that left hip space. Feel it. Reverse. All right, bend the knee, bring it up toward the ceiling, release that leg to the ground, and soften everything. Let the back body drop. Now you can feel both hips nice and lit up, both inner thighs nice and lit up, even the top of the thighs, and definitely deep into the hips. All right, hug your knees into your chest here. Okay, release the knees so they're over the hips and put yourself in a nice reverse tabletop. Press your palms, your hands into the tops of your thighs. Take your shoulders away from your ears if they're crunching up toward your ears. Flex both heels. Draw your navel down. Just gently draw it down. Now, press both hands into the thighs and press the top of the thighs into the hands. Press, press, press. You're going to feel this in the core. You're going to feel this in the lower back. Now, as you're pressing and as you're using all this isometric energy, I want you to I want you to ribcage breath. Breathe. I know it's hard. One more. Nice. Now, relax. Bring your knees to your chest. Let's just let go here. And bring your knees over your hips again. Reverse tabletop position once again. Arms come up to the ceiling. Make two fists. Oh, you know what? Since we're here, let's open up the fingers. Straighten out the fingers. Make as much space as you can between each and every finger. Point the thumbs toward each other. Bring them out to the sides. Now look at your fingers. I want you to circle just the thumbs in the biggest circle you can make and try not to move any of the other fingers. Reverse. So try to keep the thumbs straight. Nice. Now make a fist as tight as you can. Release the fist. Open up the fingers and wiggle all the fingers. All the joints. All of them. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Two fists. Press them together, fist to fist. So you're looking at the top of both your hands. Bring the fist down between the thighs, just underneath the knees. Heels are flexed. Draw the navel down without bracing through the belly. Just gently draw it down. Now press your legs into your fists as hard as you can. So again, you're going to feel this across the lower back and into the core. But you're also going to probably start feeling this in the thighs, maybe. Add a rib cage breath, that 360-degree opening of the rib cage. Nice. And release knees to the chest. Ah. Knees come over the hips. Okay. Arms come up, palms together. Scoop your hands under your head. Elbows are open wide. Draw your navel down. Pick up your head. Pick up your upper back toward your ceiling. Keep the belly drawn down. Now, take your right heel to the ground. Keep the right leg bent. Bring it up. Left leg to the ground. Pick it up. Right leg to the ground. Okay, so this is abdominals, but it's also thighs. Left heel. Right heel. Left. Keep both up there. Take the right heel to the ground. Now straighten that leg, hovering it over the ground. Bend it up over the hip again. Left heel just gently drops to the ground. Pick it up just a little bit. Straighten the leg. Bring it up again. So these are slow and controlled and really deep abdominal moves. Straighten the leg. Bring it up. If your lower back bothers you, you might want to try lifting the head and the upper back a little higher toward the ceiling. Straighten the left leg, then up. You got it? Straighten, up. One more, left, and straighten. Bring the knees to the chest to the knees. Hold it here and pulse. And bring it back down. All right, arms open to the sides, palms up, chin to the chest. Pick up the knees over the hips again. Wrap the left leg over the right. Soften the shoulders again. Now drop the legs to the right. Putting a spinal twist here in the practice. Oh, okay. Now notice when you're breathing, especially if you're doing a ribcage breath, if you're clenching in your right shoulder. And if you are, soften into it instead. Squeeze your legs together, draw your navel back, pick up the legs back to center, uncross them, rock the hips side to side. Let's use this just to release the lower back. And then now let's use this movement to extend and lengthen the spine. So start walking your hips one at a time toward the bottom of your mat. You're not going to get far, but just feel as if you're working your way down. All right, there we go. Knees to the chest, palms are up, shoulders are relaxed. Left comes over the right this time. And slowly let those legs drop to the left side. Notice if you're squeezing or pressing into your left shoulder, and let that go if you are. Draw your navel back. Pick your legs back up to center. Uncross your legs, rock them side to side. Take your hands gently over your kneecaps and make some really nice little circles here. Nice corresponding circular movement around the lower back. Reverse. And cross at the ankles, flick your feet up and bring them back down to the bottom of your mat and come into tabletop pose. Okay, middle fingers facing the top of your mat. By the way, if this bothers anyone's wrists, you can always take a little towel, fold it, and put it under the heels of your hands, like right under the wrists on your mat. Okay, so you're separating those fingers. You're pressing into the outer edges of the pinky, the outer hand, the outer edges of the thumb. So you're really kind of making like a suction motion with the palms into the mat. Okay, take your, let's just go straight for cat and cow. Okay, so lift your tail, feel your belly fall, feel your belly fall. Yeah, cow pose coming at you. Okay, now press into the hands and drive your collarbones forward. Don't pick up your head. Keep the neck in alignment with the spine. So here we're getting a really nice spinal stretch for the top of the spine. Now beginning at the tail, round the tail under. Spine stays, the upper spine stays right where it is. Round, 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 tuck, 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 and curl. Here we go. Now begin to lift the mid-back. Rounding the upper back. Dropping the head. And really lifting the torso toward the ceiling here. Put a ribcage breath in right here. Okay, and I want to talk right now while we're in this cat pose about the rhomboid muscles between the shoulder blades. I want you to really make the shoulder blades, the inner part of the shoulder blades, right? I want you to really make them separated, like pull them apart. Pull them apart, pull them apart, right? We want to stay really strong through the shoulders here. And here we go, starting to come out of this, lifting the tail, dropping the belly, dropping the lower back, little micro bend in the elbows come back, and then here we go, collarbones forward, really reaching forward with the collarbones here. And curling your tail, feel it curl, feel it back there, feel it curl, curl, curl. Keep curling, keep tucking it, keep lifting the spine. And then finally you drop your head and then you press into your hands and you make sure that those shoulder blades are wide. So they're actually, they're actually activated. You're not dropping into the scapula aren't just folding into each other. And bring it back into table pose. Okay, we're going to do a little hip work right here. So the first thing, get nice and calibrated. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Bring the left knee in just an inch or two for stability. Okay, lift the left leg and keep the knee bent. Okay, so now I want you to keep the knee right where it is as much as you can. Don't move the knee, but move the foot to the left side of your mat. Now to the right side of your mat. I know that's kind of weird. And then to the other side, just keep doing this rotation. The knee may move a little bit, but you don't want it to move too much. What we're doing, actually, it's okay if you let the knee move. That was a little too hard. Okay, as you're doing this side to side, I want you to feel how the femur rotates in the hip. Just go in the hip and feel this. So when the foot goes to the left, you're externally rotating. And when it goes to the right, you're internally rotating. Do you get that? Notice how the femur is externally rotating when the foot is to the left, and it internally rotates. All right, put that one down next to the other one. Bring the other one up. It takes a little while to really get this, to feel this internal, external. Don't worry about keeping the knee from moving. Okay, so you're just going to move the leg from side to side. It's not much of a movement, but try to just even close your eyes and try to feel that internal, external rotation. So when it's internally rotating, you have to move the knee. I was wrong. When it's internally rotating, the knee comes in toward the other leg. When it's externally, it comes out to the side of your mat. Yeah, move the knee. I was wrong with that. All right, bring it down. Okay, this is going to come into play for this. Okay, get into your nice calibrated table pose. Bring your left knee in just a few inches. Okay, and send that right leg up again with the bent knee. Okay, now bring the knee out to the side and the foot to the left side. So you're externally rotating as much as you can, as much as you can. Now, other side, internally, the knee is going to come toward the other leg. Now, external, it's awkward, and internal. Okay, lift it up again. Okay, take the knee all the way to the side. Notice we're externally rotating. Okay, now bring the knee down next to the other one. Bring it up again. Lift the foot to the ceiling, internal rotation. And then bring the knee back across the foot and down toward the ground. Lift it up again. Heel lifts, heel lifts, heel lifts, knee lifts, knee lifts. Bring the knee to the side. Now bring it down. Bring it up. Lift that foot up. Bring the knee around to the other side of your mat, left side next to the left leg. Let it touch. Squeeze the legs together. Walk your hands one or two little steps to the right. Press forward into the hands and press your hips way back. Stretch your spine. And you can feel that right hip getting a nice deep opening underneath you. Put in a ribcage breath. Let those back ribs open too. Come back up. Walk your hands back to the center. Release that leg. Bring the right knee down next to the left. Bring the left knee up to the ceiling. Leg is bent. All right. Now, that foot that's in the air, take it to the right and the knee to the left. External rotation. Now take the knee inward and the foot to the other side, to the left side of the mat. Internal rotation. External. Internal. I know it's kind of awkward. Bring it back to center. Lift the foot. Okay. Now, let that knee come out to the side. Hold it here. Now begin to lift the knee and lift the foot to the ceiling. Now the foot falls toward the left and the knee to the right, and it taps to the ground, comes back up again. Knee to the side, bring it back up, foot to the ceiling, bring the knee to the right, tap it down next to the to the right leg, yep. Bring it up, bring it to the side. See how you're automatically internally and externally rotating with this movement? I don't know if that helped, doing that internal, external. Now the knee comes all the way down to the ground. Okay, to the outer edge of that other leg. Squeeze those legs together. Walk your hands a few little steps to the left. Press forward into the hands and drive your hips back. Drive them back, drive them back. And now you've got that left hip opening up underneath you. Add ribcage breath. And come back up. Hands back to center. Knees back under the hips. All right, curl your toes and press your hips all the way back toward your heels. Press down firmly into your toe pads to open up the undersides of your feet and toes. Drop your elbows into the ground. Lift your tail a little bit. Glide forward. Heart between the hands lifts. There's your cow. Now bring it into a cat. And back into a table. Okay, walk your hands back to your knees and pick your knees up off the ground. Come into a squat pose. Oh my goodness. This happened to me last time. It's like, I know you guys can see me, right? It's like an ad that comes on. Darn it. Okay. Is it possible? See, now I lost my screen. I see your names on here, so I hope you still see me. If you cannot see me, feel free to unmute and let me know that. I just can't see me. It's damn Zoom. It like popped. This happened a few weeks ago. It pops up a kind of an ad for something, and then I lose the screen. Okay, I'm assuming that we're all doing okay here and that you can see me. Otherwise, I have a class of one, and that's me. Okay, squat. Oh, you've been in squat for a while. All right, squat pose. So remember with squat, you want to really let the weight fall back into your heels. So there's a tendency for us to come forward with the chest. Bring it back. Bring it back. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Press those elbows into the inner thighs. Open it up. All right. Press firmly into the feet. Lift from the pelvic floor between the anus and the pubic bone. You want to lift and use that to come back up. Open the arms. Take your feet facing forward. Turn the palms back. Bring the arms back. Hinge forward from your hips. Bend your elbows. Intertwine your fingers. Press the elbows back as you straighten your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then with that hinging from the hips, come all the way down. Bend your knees. Sit in a little chair. Send the arms forward. Chair pose. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Bring it to your heart. Lift your heart to meet your thumbs. Draw your navel back as you tuck your tail under and sit a little deeper. Press into those feet, especially the outer edges of your feet. Thighs are really working here. Turn to one side, get that elbow secured into the side of the leg. Now you can give yourself more of a twist. And if you want to, you can open up your wings here. Those of you who like to bind can always turn that top palm back, bring the arm back, bend the elbow and bind. Don't forget to breathe. Release the bind and the spread wings. Hands come to Namaste Mudra. Bring it to center, lift. Open up your wings up here. Lift the chest. Swan dive forward. Drop down into a nice standing forward fold. Just enjoy the release here. Palms are placed into your shins. Straighten the arms. Send the chest forward. Slide your hands down to the ankles. Another forward fold. Sit back in a chair. Swing your arms forward, chair pose. Soften the shoulders, bend the elbows, sit a little deeper. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Bring them to your heart. Lift your heart to meet your thumbs. Feel those thighs work. Press into the outer edges of both feet. Spin it to the other side. Lock the elbow into the other thigh. Twist. Maybe the wings open. Maybe you bind that top arm. Hands come back to Namaste Mudra. Swing it back to center, lift. Nice little back bend at the top as you lift and lift your heart. And bring your arms together again. Swan dive forward, come down. Monkey pose as you press into the shin. Look over the edge of your mat. Bend your right knee. Take your right fingertips just under your face. Lift your left arm as you turn. Oh, feel the back of the left leg. Lift the left sitting bone. Just think it. Listen up. Stay right where you're at. Simply bend the left knee and sit your butt back in a little chair. And now lift the right arm. Rotate a chair. Both arms come up. Bring it forward. Swan dive down. Monkey pose. Extend that spine. Okay, feeling strong. Left fingertips just under your face. Bend your left knee. Lift your right sitting bone. Lift your right arm. Only bend your right knee. That's all you're going to do. And then you're going to sit back in a little chair back there. Now you're going to lift the right arm, twisting in the other direction. Both arms come up. Swan dive forward. And a nice release here. Okay, come onto your fingertips. Now listen, fingertips are probably about a foot, about a foot in front of your feet and to the sides, to the edges of your mat. And drop your head. Come forward a little bit with your weight and come onto your tippy toes if you can. Bend the knees. You can go more tippy toe now. And then let the butt drop toward the heels. Press into the toe pads as you lift your hips, still on tippy toes. Drop your heels. Bend your knees, little chair pose. Swing your arms forward and lift. And we're going to open the neck before we do anything else. Okay, I just want to see if somehow I can get my screen back. Nope, no can do. Okay, I think everything's fine because last time this happened, it's still recorded. Okay, so neck. What we're going to do is we're going to think about the upper spine, the neck. Think about tucking it into a little curl at the top. So you're really drawing your chin back. So you're trying to make the neck really long with a little tuck on the top. So you're tucking your chin back. Now turn your chin to the right with that tuck. Drop the right ear back toward your shoulder blade. Here comes the chin lifting toward the ceiling. Slowly make a nice big half circle to the other shoulder. Now the left ear is dropped behind the left shoulder. Now turn the head. Tuck the chin again. Keep it tucked. Turn it to the right again. It's really slow. Drop the ear. Pick up the chin, lift the chin, lift it, lift it, lift it, while you're going all the way over to the other shoulder. Now that left ear's dropped back. Now you pick up the ear, pick up the head, tuck the chin back, bring it back to center. So it's like you're trying to make a double chin. You're really drawing it back. That's going to really elongate the neck. Now we're going to go other direction. Chin to the left. Ear drops back to the left. Chin makes a big, slow sweep to the other side. That other ear drops back. Lift the head, tuck the chin, keep it tucked while you go to the other side. One more, drop back with the ear. Here comes that chin. Lift it up. Take it over to the other side. And tuck the chin, bring it back to center. Okay, just want to throw in neck. Okay, now come on into a down dog. All right, make sure the fingers are spread apart. Put yourself in a position that feels good for your body, okay? Everyone's going to look a little different in this. Main thing is you want to lift those hips and you want to press the chest back toward the thighs by pressing forward into the hands. So there's almost no pressure on the wrists when you do this way. Take the left foot in just off center. Lift the right leg. Flex the right heel. Drop the left heel as close to the mat as you can get it. Press the chest back. Feel the nice big opening. Back of the left leg. Open your hips to the right. More load now on the left shoulder. Can you feel it? So press into that left palm. Press the mat away from you. Lift the right ankle to the ceiling. Hold it here. And pulse it. It's really a nice way to get the glutes, especially the outer glutes. Keep it lifted. Turn your hips toward the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes between your hands. Knee is over the ankle. Now take a look at your left foot. Mine is almost on the same track as my right. So I'm going to scooch it over to the left. Give it a different track. Okay, get that left foot back as far as you can get it. We'll want a deep lunge here. And then press that left heel back, getting a nice big opening in the left calf muscles. Now reach forward with the right arm. Okay, stability. So draw your hips in toward one another as you lift. In other words, you might better to think inner thighs drawn toward one another as you lift your right arm to the ceiling. Now bring that arm straight back. Now bring it up to the ceiling, back down again. Gently drop the left knee to the ground, top of the left foot. Remember, you have that pillow there, some of you. You can put it under your knee. Now walk yourself up to the top of the right thigh or fingertips into the ground. Press forward with your hips, and you get this huge left side hip flexor release. Fingertips to the ground, curl your left toes, lift your left knee. Straighten your right knee. Walk your hands back, pyramid pose. Again, try dropping that left heel as close to the ground as you can get it to get those calf muscles open. Bend the elbows back. Drop your forehead toward your right leg. Bend your right knee, bring it forward until it's over the ankle. Look back at your left foot, take it in a warrior position. So you may have to go on either even wider tracks here. And come on up, warrior one. Activate the left glute, left leg, left foot. Feel that activation. And then you can gently press away from it with your chest, your arms, draw away from it. Right arm drops to the inside of the right leg. Press them into one another. Now lift the left arm to the ceiling. Those of you who bind, you can bind this. And if you have a full bind, you can even straighten that right leg and drop down a bit. Okay, unstraighten, bend it. Release if you have a bind. Left arm comes over your head for an intense side stretch. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Soften the shoulders. Stretch through the fingertips right and left. So you're really drawing out with the fingertips. Okay, rotate, listen up, the left palm to the ceiling, taking the pinky forward. Internal rotation, right arm bone. Do you feel it? Now the other direction. Thumb comes up to the ceiling, thumb comes back, thumb comes toward the ground. External rotation. Palm toward the ground, neutral. Right palm comes up, lift it up, sweep it over your head, drop it over. Rib cage breath, insert it right here. Kind of weird because the rib cage is kind of, right, asymmetrical here. Back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg without locking. Okay, so this is what I mean by pulling in the hips. Think about squeezing the inner thighs together. Just try it. Just think about squeezing the inner thighs together. Notice what happens. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Keep that squeeze. It's locking your triangle. Okay, now reach out toward the right fingertips. Drop the right arm. Lift the left and regular triangle versus bent knee. But let's bend the right knee and come up to warrior two again. Straighten the right knee. Take the feet so they're facing the edge of your mat here. Okay, ready for a nice wide-legged inversion? Remember, we're coming down with a hinging through the hips. So the back stays straight as long as possible. And then upside down. Use this one to really release the neck muscles, the jaw muscles. Kind of fun to ribcage breath upside down.
Hands underneath your head. Straighten your arms. Walk your hands forward. Coming into a wide dog, drop your head between your biceps. Send your heart way back between your legs. Feel your spine expand and make sure that you're not locking your elbows here. Elbows can even be a little bent. Put in a ribcage breath right here, inverted. And flow forward. Walk your hands back toward your mat. Look at your right foot, turn it so it's facing the front of your mat. Take your hands to either side of the foot, lift that left heel, turn the left toes forward, and here we go. Let's move into pigeon pose. And if you do pigeon pose on your back, you want your right ankle over your left thigh. You want to grab under your left thigh, bring it toward you. And slowly roll out of that. Take your left leg forward, right knee to the side. Let's open up the lower back here. And we're just going to come down over that left leg. Pressing the right knee to the ground. And come back up again. Swing that left leg behind you. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift this up. Bring your right leg back. And come into down dog again. Right leg, bring it in a bit. Right foot just off the center of your mat. Left leg lifts this time. Drop that right heel. Press your chest back toward your right leg. Open your hips to the left. Flex your left heel. Okay, press into the right hand. Keep the right shoulder nice and open and strong. Lift the left ankle to the ceiling. Feel the glutes ignite and pulse. Work deep into that. Keep it lifted. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward, left foot between your hands. All right. All right, so we want to make sure that the feet are on different tracks and the right foot is as far back as you can get it, the deepest lunge you can get into. Okay, so press that right heel back, keep the right knee straight. Okay, and reach forward with the left hand, left arm. Lift that arm to the ceiling to rotate this. And then bring that arm back toward the leg. Now bring it up and over to the side of the foot again. Make sure those right toes are facing forward. Straighten the left knee, drop the right heel. Walk your hands back, pyramid pose. Bend the elbows gently if you want to. Drop over the leg. You don't have to drop down. That's a little extra load. Bend the left knee, bring the hands forward. Gently drop the right knee to the ground, top of the right foot. Now see how open we are in the right hip flexor here? That's what we're opening. So either come to the fingertips and press forward or come to the top of the leg with your left hands, excuse me, your left leg with your hands and reach. I'll stop while I'm ahead. Right hip flexor. And hands to the ground. Curl those back toes, lift the knee. Look back, their right foot, put it in a warrior position. You may also need to move the left. Get a nice wide base going here. Bring it up, warrior one. Activation of the right glute, right leg, right foot. So squeeze the butt cheek, squeeze the leg, press into the outer edge of that foot. And from there, you have so much stability, you can just float forward. Keep that back leg strong, keep using it. Drop the left arm inside the left leg, press them into one another, lift the right arm. Binders, you can bind. Of course, you don't have to. You can just keep that arm up. And if you're not a binder, just try bringing that arm back or even circling. Oh, I'll try that next week. We can do circles there. Okay, if you're in the bind, you can straighten that front leg and then bend it. And then right arm comes up, cartwheel up to warrior two. Oh, yeah, draw the arms apart. Really stretch, opening across the chest here. Okay, let's play with the rotation in the shoulder now. Okay, pinky, locate your right pinky. Slowly take it up to the ceiling and forward. And I want you to feel that right shoulder. You're getting an internal rotation of the arm bone. You feel that? Squeeze it, squeeze it. Keep the arm long, but squeeze it. Great for the shoulders. Now the thumb comes from the ground up to the ceiling and then behind you and to the ground again. External rotation. Make the arm really long. Now make the rotation even stronger, like you're just trying to squeeze that right shoulder. All right, palm to the ground, soften, neutral position. Left palm comes up, right arm drops, bring it up and over. Back to warrior two. Warrior one. And come down. Pigeon for the left side. Walk the foot over to the side of the mat. Knee to the other side. And that back leg goes straight back. Level your hips and drop down. And slowly lift up, take the right leg forward, left knee to the side. Okay, nice and straight with a flexed heel, come over it as you press the left knee down. And come back up. All right, swing that leg back. The other leg, walk it to the center of your mat. Bend your knees, press the butt back, drop your head. And just hang out here for a while. Ooh, just feel how nice and open the spine is. Lots of space between the shoulder blades here. Use the weight of your skull bone to open the neck. Just get really passive. Let everything drop. All right, swing your arms back, lift out. All right, let's get ready to waterfall. So feet about hip distance apart. Remember, we're going to bend the knees and push our butt back when we come down, when the water splashes down. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth, splash down. Inhale, come back up to the top. Waterfall back down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth.
Inhale through the nose. So you use the natural filtering of the nose when you inhale. But for the exhale, you could just open it and let it out. One more. Inhale. One more exhale. Stay down. Oh. Slowly coming up, letting those arms dangle. Use the weight of your arms here. Palms facing forward. So with the palms forward, that actually puts the shoulders in a neutral, not an internal or an external. Normally, unfortunately, we're in an internal rotation. Like, sitting at the desk, hunching over. So that's why when you see some older people and even some younger people, they start to get like that, like it all. So palms forward, mountain pose is actually a neutral place for the shoulders to be. So just feel that, enjoy that. Feel the soles of your feet, press into them, especially the outer edges of your feet. Okay, they're your foundation. Now inhale up. Namaste Mudra over your head and bring it down. Okay, nice. Okay, onto our bellies. And crocodile pose, restoring. Stack the palms, feet are toed in. Drop your forehead and simply breathe. Now, this is a really good, I have my head lifted just so you hear me, stay down. This is a really good position to feel the opening in the back rib cage. All right. So in this one, when you rib cage breathe, concentrate on really opening those back ribs. And then notice at the end of the rib cage breath, you get a belly breath. So the belly still pushes into the ground and opens the lower back at the end of the breath. Notice that. So it goes from rib cage to belly. All right. Getting ready for cobra pose. Palms, chest level. Feet are toed in, legs hip distance or closer. Draw those elbows in close to your body. Now press them down toward the bottom of your mat. Now, notice where your head is at. It's slightly lifted. You're looking straight down at the mat. Your chin in relationship to your chest is going to stay just like it is, all the way up. So you're not going to draw the back of your head behind you. All right, here we go, slowly. Remember, press into the hands as little as possible. Use those back muscles instead. Keep the elbows from flaring out. Keep them in. And bring yourself back down nice and slowly. Kiss your forehead to the mat. Come up again. Again, that chin down toward the chest. I almost brought my head back. It's easy to do, especially when you're up on top. And a twist at the top, if you like to. And bring it back down. All right, take your head to one side. Press your cheekbone into the mat, or not press it, just rest it. And just relax your arms to the sides, palms up, elbows bent. And now very slowly turn your head to the other side. And rest into that cheekbone. Now, very slowly bring your head back to center, hands placed, chest level. Pick yourself up into a table pose. Gently curl your tail down to the mat and slowly press it back into a child's pose. So real nice and slow. And then once you get into child's pose, just make sure your shoulders are in a nice position. So definitely bend your elbows unless you have them at the sides of your body. All right. And then if you are staying for Shavasana, flip it over and come into a nice Shavasana pose. Okay, so eyes are closed and soft. Body is nice and still. So if something's bothering you, like if your lower back, for example, is a little, you know, giving you a little problem, just no problem, bend your knees, just get in a nice, or put a pillow underneath your knees. Just try to make your body as still as possible. Right? When your body becomes still, your mind becomes still. Now just experience this mind space, this consciousness, this awareness that you have. Right? It's just this big, open, undefined space. So even though your eyes are closed and it's dark, it's not completely dark. And you can notice the sounds, any sounds that are in your mind space and your awareness. And any feelings in your body. And just lose the physical form of your body, right? Right now, just feel the body as a cloud of sensations. And the thing about consciousness, about awareness, is it is ever changing. So something pops up here, and then it pops up here, and then you get a thought here, and a feeling there, a sound there, and they all come on their own. Okay, you're not creating this. So just let go of all control and just be okay with all of it. So just be that open space where all of this appears and then slowly unravels and disappears again. So you don't need to get closer to it or push it away. Just let it all be. And if you find yourself getting caught up with a thought, running after it, spinning around it, just go to the sensations of breathing, and that thought will disappear. The interesting thing about thoughts is we tend to identify with our thoughts. Like we think that that's who we are, right? I mean, we're taught that, and we're really not our thoughts. We're this big open space of experience, life. So just treat a thought, try to, like you would anything else, like a feeling, like a sound. Watch it unravel. And notice when you drop back and you just let everything be as it is, you'll feel the inner peace that you are. And now go to the sensations of the breath. Notice them. Receive the sensations of the breath. Trying not to control the breath, trying just to let it be. Receive it. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put a prayer, sankalpa, intention into your practice, you can do that now. And like anything else, right? Just let it go. Okay, but you have formed a seed there, right? You've changed the energy. So just let it go and just allow the universe to do with it what it may, come back to you in the way it should. Okay. Slowly make your transition. And when you're ready, roll to your right side. Left if you don't like the right. And then slowly make your way to seated pose. All right, another nice rib cage, 360-degree breath right here. Arms to the sides, lift them up. Oh, that's a long breath. Exhale, bring it down right to the heart center. Namaste. Okay. Sorry about the recording snafu. I think it's recording because I see myself now on the panel. I don't see myself on the screen. But last time this happened, Chris told me that he said on his end, it said it was still recording. So hopefully it is. I'm sure you see me, otherwise you wouldn't be here. You would have all logged off. Okay, 2 more weeks. And well, this week and then next week. So there's one more live stream for winter, and then we'll go into spring. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. I heard it's going to warm up there. Yay. Take it easy. Okay, let's see. How do I?